It's been a while now since I felt like I'm drowning in stuff. And not in a dramatic way, but that kind of steady feeling that there is just too much stuff around me. Too much in my line of sight. Too many things asking for attention. Now, I'm not a minimalist in any sense of the word. And in fact, I like the cozy feeling of being surrounded with things, especially the things that I love. However, it came to that point that it's disrupting my peace of mind. And after reflecting, I came to a conclusion, to realization really, that this space that I live with, this home, this is prime real estate. And not in the sense of value of the house or the things that are in it, but because this is the place where I live and I work here and I spend all of my time here. It affects how I feel when I wake up, that amount of things when I wake up, when I work. And what I mean by prime real estate, this is my temple, my sanctuary. And I want to start treating it that way. Everything I own is beautiful, and those things, everything was bought at a certain time when it made sense. Chosen carefully even. So this is not about bad decisions or regret about the purchases. It's just about too much stuff, too much volume. But what gets me the most are the things that don't have their place in the home. They don't have their dedicated place, so they're kind of spread out all over the place. My notebooks, I have so many beautiful notebooks, and they're just spread all over. I started gathering them today to actually see how many of them I really have. And I didn't get even to half of them, and there is already pile on my kitchen counter. The same goes with shoes. I mean, I have so many beautiful shoes and yarn, and I would like to start enjoying what I have. But in order to do that, I need to, I'm going to, putting things in my line of sight and getting to them more easily. By right now, in this case, I'm sorting out the notebooks, and I will do that with my shoes and with my yarn. Obviously, it's a process. So what I want to do is I want to start being aware of, reconnect with the things that I already have. And in order to do that, I'm going to start going through the house and putting those groups of things together, like I started with the notebooks today. And I'm going to do that with shoes and with yarn. My goodness, so much yarn. Obviously, it's going to take time. It's not an immediate process. I get overwhelmed with those deep cleans. It's a process. It's going to be a process. But I think, and I decided that what is going to help me with that is to have a no-buy year. Low buy year or slow buy year. And this is not about restrictions or heavy rules, because I don't have a shopping problem. It's just over the years, things have accumulated. And if I kind of bring them and bring all the stuff together and become aware of them, and realize what I actually have, I'm going to be able to start enjoying things more, and I'm going to be less likely enticed to bring more stuff inside the house. So this is more about conscious consumerism, really. Just thinking twice, and even maybe I'm not going to want to buy anything new once I already see everything that I have. So when I say no buy a year, yes, ideally. However, when I run out of something, of course I'm going to replace it. But there is just already so many things that I have that I would like to start enjoying them first. And that way, when nothing new is coming in, I will start noticing what I already have and use the things instead of replacing them. Rediscovering things that I stopped paying attention to. Maybe falling in love with them again because they're going to seem new, because right now they're just covered with other stuff. Stop dressing from the top of the pile. Wearing those special shoes that have been in the box for so long, because I do take care of my shoes. Taking that skein of yarn that I bought a couple of years ago, at the yarn festival, and just really kind of thinking of something beautiful that it's going to become. The same goes with canvases. I have a lot of canvases. So putting them in order, or at least in one section, so I can take one, pay attention to that one, decide what it's going to become, and then just start painting without being overwhelmed. But what I have already started doing, and it's been about a month or so, is I think online they call it Project Pan. Now, that is when we decide and start using our toiletries until the very bottom of it. I don't know if I'm going to call it like that. I wasn't even aware of that term, but I started because when I was looking at my toiletries, I realized that I have 3 or 4 different face creams, 3 or 4 shower gels, a couple of shampoos, God knows how many soaps. And I'm not talking about having, if you know exactly what you're going to use, let's say having one as a spare, so when one runs out, you have exactly a new one to replace it, before you go shopping. That's fine. It's just so much stuff using up everything that I have, and I started doing that a month or 2 ago, and I already started seeing the difference. Without introducing anything new in the house, without buying any new toiletries, unless something runs out, I see the shelves in the bathroom cupboard slowly starting to empty. And I'm happy about that. It makes me feel good. It makes me feel like even that little bit of extra space on the shelf, it makes me feel like I can breathe more. So I realized that those small changes affect me more than I expected. Whatever space I chose to pay attention to in that moment, gently, not by getting rid of all the stuff, because as I said, everything is nice that I have. It was bought with a purpose. There is not much junk, but by using it up, first of all, I feel better, and by space getting emptied, it's starting to make me feel better. And there was something that happened in the very beginning. I don't know if that comes from a scarcity mentality, but in the very beginning, as I started using up the toiletries and I started seeing that I'm coming down to only one thing of something, that initially it was giving me a bit of anxiety, but that passed very quickly. It felt like, oh, I will not have if I run out of this. However, that very quickly transformed into a feeling of relief, of spaciousness, of just, as I said, being able to breathe, if you can use that word. So this is not necessarily about getting rid of stuff. It's about treating this space that I live in, with more respect. And not only this space, but also the things that I have bought over the years and the things that I live with. To give them more attention, to enjoy them more, and to use them, to actually use them rather than to have them there sitting on, and just collecting dust. It's about recognizing that my peace of mind has value. So for now, I'm going to be more conscious of not adding anything new. I want to fully live with what I already have, and I want to let the space breathe as well. And I want to see what happens when I give it that room.